right, greetings everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear. We'll find out as soon as we get some peeps showing up. I had to end the other one. It just went black. Hello, Pam and Marguerite and Janine. Can you lovely ladies hear me okay? Hello, Jean. This one works. That's good. Yeah, Mary Landers, I am most definitely struggling. I don't know. Okay, Pam, yes, we can hear. We can hear. Fabulous, fabulous. Hello, Linda, dear. How are you doing? Okay, so the next question is my keyboard backwards? Okay, is the picture backwards? Is the picture backwards? Keyboard is fine. Keyboard is correct. Okay. I am trying to use the new webcam and the system that YouTube actually provides right on the computer. So when I'm looking at is my keyboard is backwards. This is the A key, the S, and so on and so forth. So it's a little bit backwards. And yeah, it's kind of weird to look at that it's backwards. Gloria's asking, are we working now? I hope so. I hope so. Let's see. Hello, Janine. Okay. So this technology is stressing me out. All I want to do is have a good, clean looking live and then be able to have some guests on. And I'm actually liking the camera. I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, I got my stuff all tangled up though, because that's always fun. I need to switch some cords around. Okay. Oh, wow. I almost had a catastrophe. The top chat, let's go into live chat. Can't even. Okay. Deep breaths. I'm the last time I switched cords, the screen went black. Yeah, hopefully I won't do that this time. In the other program, I was switching the microphone to see if the AC was making a difference, and I'm really going to have to play with it because the only speaker YouTube was using was the webcam. So all of my other speakers didn't make any difference, and I killed the project when I tried to use a different speaker. So yay. Yay. And this is T, not afraid of color. Yes, Janine, that is T. I'm going to have to watch her video. The picture on T's Not Afraid of Color, she does YouTube videos and lives too. Unfortunately, her only free time to do lives is during Debbie's free time, so I always have to go back and catch her on a replay, but I noticed it involved either crow or raven, and they're one of my favorite birds, so I definitely want to go check that out. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Check this out. I'm not using my phone, guys. Woo! But we'll see how this goes. Well, the AC is blowing pretty hard right now. How do you guys, is that filtering out pretty good? I'm just trying to make a little bit of room here. Make sure. This is so bizarre. Can't hear the AC. Okay, that's good. That's good. I just want the lines on the board to be kind of straight, and I'm not sure which way to turn the camera. Maybe if I turn the board. I don't know. I'm feeling crooked. I'm feeling on the wrong side. Can't hear it. Oh, I'm loving that response. That's brilliant. Okay. So I want to decompress and de-stress because let me tell you, my anxiety, it's a little bit off the charts. So, got me my tray. Look at my tray. I hope you guys don't mind, but doing something completely different usually helps me get out of my own head because I have to focus on what it is. I have done paint pouring one other time. It was a 2-day event. Me and my daughter, we did a bunch of paint pouring, just messing around, nothing really worth like keeping, although she did some really beautiful stuff. And then the next day, I did a 4-canvas project for my niece. And that was almost a year ago. And I haven't paint poured since. But I recently, and I say recently, I got this like a couple months ago. I recently got this. But I can't open it. So what does that tell you? Ugh. Okay, so this is a kit from Michael's. No, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. So I got this from Hobby Lobby. Why is it everything? Okay. And it's a $40 kit if you don't buy it on sale. Ooh, it even comes with little cups. I did not know that. Okay. What do we got? We got some goodies. So if you don't buy it on sale, it is $39.99. It's got 7 colors, 2 metallics, stir sticks, disposable cups, drop cloth, gloves, a how-to, and the sale medium. Okay? But it's Master's Touch, which means if you wait for their sale, which comes like once a month, I think, they put everything half price. So here's your how-to guide, and we're just going to wing it because that's what I like to do, just wing it. And for our winging of pleasure, I just grabbed my Dollar Tree. I got this last year, and yeah, so we're gonna work with this, and I'm not gonna save this little tassel-y thing because I have spools of it. But I thought we would just kind of fiddle around and pour some paint on this and then do some cleanup. Clean up the paint pour, you know? You know how that goes. So we'll put the little stir sticks out of the way. You got your little baker's gloves. Ugh, I hated wearing these at the bakery I used to work at. My hands would always fall out. Now, if you get to paint pouring and you're like, well, I've used up my drop cloth, you know, dollar store tablecloths, those cheap little dollar thingies, those are pretty good. I'm just going to snip this drop cloth. Nope, turn it the other way. I got to go in reverse of what the doodad is. So I am going to just make sure this covers my tray here, and I'm just gonna put that down. Okay. Open this up. Get our little tray covered. Maybe What is going on here? To be honest, a tablecloth from the dollar store might be more substantial. It's kind of flimsy, but that's okay. Okay. Now, I am just going to grab some gesso. Okay, if you don't have gesso, you can use acrylic paint. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a layer. So hopefully the paints don't like seep into the wood and cause a lot of bubbling. So I'm just going to grab some gesso. And like I said, acrylic paint. If you have spray can primer, 99 cents at your hardware store, you can grab that. And then we're just going to go to town. We're just going to seal that up. And while I'm sealing without looking at what I'm doing, I'm going to try and read some of these teeny weeny comments. I followed you camo video again, and I did it. I'll post a pic when I'm done and have decorated it for my godson's birthday. Fabulous. Sounds like Janine is watching some of T's videos and trying some fun stuff out. And Susie is being a dear, and she's reminding everybody for a thumbs up and to make sure you're on live chat. Now, if your video quality is grainy or blurry, you may want to check your video resolution. Sometimes YouTube likes to start you out at the bottom, and 140 resolution is pretty yucky compared to 720 or even 480. And the reverse is true. If you're having a lot of buffering on your end and nobody else is, take your resolution down a notch, and that should help. Look at that. Easy peasy. We just want to get a coat of that going. Maybe a little bit more in here. Hello, Miss Daisy. And Maureen. And, oh, it doesn't like it when I do that. The auto zoom says, don't go too fast. Sorry. Kim in Alaska's eating a cupcake. Oh, is somebody having a, besides me? Oh, Daisy's having a tiny rough moment. Yeah. Hopefully we can get that roughness out. Because, girl, I am right there with you. Stressing over stuff that I can't fully control, and it's annoying. But we'll get through it. All right, that looks good. I forgot to grab a cup of water. I need to rinse out my brush. Rinse out my brush. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. I need some WD-40 for my squeaky chair. And even if it's an old yucky brush, okay, I'm just swooshing it around. I can feel it touching the bottom, but I'm not cramming it into the bottom. Just kind of swishing it around. Okay. And I got a lot of white in there. There we go. And then I can take that to the sink later and give it a really good scrubbing. Okay. And of course I got paint on me. Paint on me. Out of my way. All right. I keep forgetting where I put my paintbrushes. In there. You go in that one. Okay. So. Now they give you little bitty cups, which you pour and you throw away. And if you run out, you could go buy bathroom Dixie cups and pour and throw away. Or if you want to save your environment, and mind you, I do, these I purchased long before I bought my silicone cups, which I use mostly for my resin, but silicone will also work because the paint will dry and you can peel it out, and your silicone is reusable and whatnot. So you can always consider that instead of your plastic and whatnot. Here we have a cell medium, and what this does is it's supposed to take the paint and let it like separate and be funky and weird. And Tammy Anderson Art is one of my favorite paint pouring people to watch, and I'll post her channel in the description down below. She does some beautiful stuff. Uh-oh, Pam says somebody has cupcakes and they're not sharing. How rude. And T says, I don't do well with hurt feelings either. I don't think any of us really do. I mean, we try to be kind and caring, and when somebody just kind of walks all over us and disregards that, it's not easy to get over. It's hurtful, it's not kind, and but hopefully we can find a healthy outlets like watching your favorite YouTubers and whatnot, trying something new. Did I just seriously cut myself? I will not answer that question for you out there. You've got to be kidding. Gosh darn it. What is going on with this stuff? It just doesn't want to open. Ooh, that's nice and liquidy, that's for sure. Master's Touch. We won't know if your product is any good. We can't get it open. I'm all for keeping things sealed and transport, but this is kind of ridiculous. Holy moly. Okay, well, hopefully that works. Because then they even have another paper in there. Well, should have thought about this a little bit sooner and had some of this stuff already taken care of. I want a little bit of blue. I don't need any white. I think we're going to do black and silver because it's a house. It's going to be a little haunted house. But I think the blue would look nice. Maybe gold instead, so more of a fall kind of color. I wish there was a yellow. I wonder if we can mix a little bit of the red and the gold to make like an orange color. Let's try that. Yeah, it doesn't even peel off. Holy moly. Ugh. That to open. Hopefully it'll still squirt out. We need you to squirt out. Yeah, just know if you get the Master's Touch, their bottles are not easy to open. And when I was trying to peel it, it did cut into the top layer of skin there. Oh, I gotta take that out. Take that out. It's got a pretty metallic though. I really do want it to. Hopefully that'll work. And then get our black out. Because we did the blue, right? Yes. And Linda says her mom is still in the ICU on the ventilator. and she wound up with pneumonia. Is that what I heard? Is that correct, Linda? Daisy says, first time witnessing a craft injury, although it is not the first time it has happened on my channel. The do as I say, not as I do. Cut away from you. Darn those bottles. Okay. Oh, forgot the paper. Okay, let's get these little guys out. All right. So it's just a little bitty project, so I don't think we need a ton of stuff. We're going to get that in there. We're just going to shake. Hopefully they're still good. From what I understand in paint pouring, the biggest thing you want to make sure is that all your paints are the same consistency. So I'm just going to put a little bit of red in there and then see about mixing it with a little bit of the gold to see if we can't get more of an orangey color. Because I'm looking, for a fall kind of funness. And they do seem a little on the same thickness. What do I want to steer this with? Old paintbrush, please. Come hither in. Thank you. Yep, you'll do just fine. Ask for an old paintbrush, and there is literally popsicle sticks right here. Elizabeth, what's wrong with you? A little bit more gold. It's not really changing the color, but it is sure adding a lot of bling into there. Let me try a little bit more. That might be okay. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. And if you pour something and you don't like it, guess what? You can pour right over the top of it. It's just paint. Like they say, it's just paper. It's just paint. T says, internet memes help Daisy. I love internet memes. My favorite one to follow right now is Ralph the Rex. Okay, it's all about this guy's persona as one of those inflatable Rex, T-Rex. Hilarious. And he finds some of the funniest memes to comment on, as a dinosaur. It's great. That is Ralph the Rex on Facebook. He cracks me up. And lately, I have been watching dance people on Instagram. There's a couple of really good dancing people on Instagram that just play little clips of video dancing. It's pretty cool. I don't think you stir paint. Sure you do. I just did. See? I stirred it. I mixed it up. Do we really need another craft? No. By all means, do not get sucked in. I have a whole wall of paintables like this. I have, a shelf. I have a shelf of paintables. I have jewelry making stuff. I have scrapbooking stuff. You guys, I'm a collector of crafts. I am. What is with this crap? I pour it. Paint pouring, you get to watch it mingle around the paper and do fascinating things. It's just another art form. It's kind of pretty. And you have to know your colors, because if you mix some colors together, you're going to get brown. And some colors together are just gorgeous. I'm going to put the little bit of the cell activator into the red. And hopefully it'll do some what they call lacing or cells. Just kind of get that in there. Okay, so we have a tiny project. Well, it's not tiny, but so we're going to add some black. Then we're going to add some, oh, I didn't even shake that. Shame on me. Kim says, I don't need this craft, even though I have color wheels. I don't know colors, and that's okay. It's always fun to watch other people, too. You don't have to do as they do. So I'm going to just kind of stack these colors. Black, blue, black. And then this time I'm going to add a little bit of my red concoction. See what that does. Right there in the center. Okay. I'm going to put some black on top of that. A little bit more of the red. Then more black. Blue. And then just a hint of the gold on that. With another dollop of black. And a dollop of gold. I don't know. Let's see what we can create. Okay. We're going to do what they call the flip cup, I think. And they just put the project on. I'll find a good spot there and then flip it over. Okay. The cup looks really pretty. T says, I've watched people do this through strainers. Oh, you betcha. Strainers, they now have 3D artists making weird contraptions because people started pouring over the base of soda bottles so that the little feetsies become the divider. Oops, let's see. This might be a little weird because I have all of these windows. I should have probably taped them up. There's a lot of the red showing through, so we're just going to see if we can't get it to go over our... Nope. That's all right, though. It's kind of cool right there, though. But I definitely need more. It's really pretty. The gold is showing through really nice. What if I... It doesn't really feel like it's moving. I'm going to turn on my hair dryer, okay? So hopefully we don't have a big splatter. Come on. We just need you to move. Yep, that's all right. That's really pretty, though. Look at that. Ooh. Wow. I like that. Although, I'm going to use my little torch, and I'm going to pop some of these bubbles. I feel like it's really thick. The last time I did paint pouring, I don't recall it being this thick. But the color combination, I really like. I just need it to move more. So, just gonna get some of this color on there. I'm not wasting too much. I'm just going to get some of this extra color on there. Oops. Dumbass. Sorry. Get that on there. I think maybe, oh, you know what? I forgot. They usually have like a pillow of paint on there. Maybe that's what happened. I didn't have enough paint on there. But that's okay, because I'm going to try again. Because if nothing, I am resilient. I will keep going. Just need another cup. Here we go. We're going to put that cup there. Janine went to the doctor's today. Her blood work looks good except for the B12. She says that makes sense. I've been forgetting everything. I chalked it up to old age and being busy. All right. That red. I really like that. So hopefully we can keep that. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to pour little puddles right on here. So we're going to do a little puddle of black, little puddle of blue, black. Can we see that? And we're going to do a dollop of the red with the gold right on top. Okay. Scooch those over. And I'm going to see what that does. Kind of don't like that. I liked it better when we did the dumping of the cup. That's all right. Let's fill another cup. Change my mind. Let's fill that baby up. Get some black in there. And don't panic. I don't mind dirty fingers. It's okay. Getting all inky, painterly. Cell medium will make the paint move. It makes the paint bubble up and stuff, but the cell medium, actually, it's just, it's just a reaction, like a chemical reaction in there. I should have had more paint on this. This should have been wet. Now that I think back to it, because what they do is they put the nice big puddle of white paint, and then they put their other colors on it, and then they go for the glory. And I think one more squirt of the blue, And I'm going to put that little blobber right there. And see if we can't swirl it around. See about get up there, stay on the board. Okay, now we're gonna hit it with the blow dryer like we did before. I am fearless. Yeah, well, I'm not scared, but look at that. That is just really pretty. And you can let these dry and then cut them up and make other projects with them. Yes, I have done it before. Okay, you guys want to cover your ears? I'm going to cover that. I'm liking that I didn't mess that up, but I don't know. It's like this stuff is like not wanting to move anywhere. And these cords are wanting to get into everything. Sorry, you guys, you're going to go for a bumpy ride. I'm trying to get this cord out of the way. Yeah, it's just, it should be moving more. And it's not wanting to do much of anything. But I'm not 100% sad either because it's making some really cool stuff. Kind of get that in there. Just kind of scooch it around. Scooch it around. Oops. Thinking. What if we tried to, we're going to add a little bit of black, a little bit of blue, some bubble makers. It's probably a little too much. Little bit of red. Oh, I put the red right next to the blue. That's all right. Black in there, a little bit more blue. Okay, now we're gonna try and drizzle it where we want it. Oops, yeah. That looks like fun. Spot right there. Beef that up. All right, let's see what our little blow dryer will do for us this time. Woohoo! Aha! Just need more paint. Look at that. Oh, I got a little bit of the roof here. Just gonna tap that. Get this off of this plastic. Oh my goodness, you guys. I actually really like this. Ooh, I think when it all settles, I'll put some resin over the top of that, and that'll fill some of these hills and valleys I got going on. But look at that. So for this particular project, doing a drizzle over everything, I think worked out really good. Oh, I like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is flip this cup over, flip that cup over, set those on the cups. I'm going to clean my hands real quick. Oh, the lighting sucks though. What will it do if I... No, that didn't help any. Yeah, I'm going to post pictures after I put some resin on there. I wish I had a sink up here. I do. Just giving my hands a little scrubby over my little wash bucket. I'll be right back with you. Grab a clean towel. Oops, just took off my ring. Dirty clothes with you, Reg. Okay. Woo, I'm loving that. All right, turned out very Halloween-y. Okay, that was good. I just took off my other ring by accident. Okay, see, for the most part, I get my under my nails and stuff, and that's just a little bit of water in a water bucket. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this to a clean area so that it may dry. Get a new tray and some old parchment. That will work. Get some cups to hold it. All right. Okay, we're going to say bye-bye to this cutie patootie. Ooh. Have to take some pictures. I just love it. And so this is my new setup. So I've just got it on a clean piece of parchment so it can dry over some cups. And I'm going to put that away. All right. So now we can... I was hoping there would be a little bit more, but this plastic is pretty obnoxious. So what we're going to do is we're going to just say goodbye. Say goodbye to the plastic. Sayonara. Have a good day. You didn't do a very good job of keeping everything clean. Put that aside. And trying to think. Yeah, this will work. This will work. Okay. I was thinking of making some flowers to go with it. And to do that, I'm just going to grab a little bowl here. A little lovely ceramic bowl one of my nieces made. Grab some of these little... Oh, it came with extra little things. Okay. Got some twine. I don't know. What is this? It's a scrap. Paint me, stamp me, chalk me, ink me. Okay, well, we're going to paint you. So I'm going to put a little bit of black in the bottom and a little bit of blue and a little bit of that gold with the next part in black. And we're going to see what happens, because I thought it would be fun to have little matching flowers with it. Ooh, look at that one. Can you see that? Very nice. And dip the flowers. We're just going to drop them in there. Shake it off, because I can always wash the bowl. Acrylic paint will pick off of like slick surfaces, so I'm not worried about ruining it. And then the acrylic or the glass mat, the acrylic paint will just wash off of that. Ooh, look it. Ooh, I'm liking that. Oh, I like those. I don't think I want them too big, because the house is kind of, the house is kind of small, and I was thinking I could just pop these on at the bottom. Oops. Dipped a little too far for you. That's all right. Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, I didn't notice this one. This one's got a little bit of white showing off its petal. So I'm just going to kind of dip my tool in there. Add some extra black paint. There we go. So we have 3. We have that one. Let's do we have... Yep, that one's different. Do some different ones. And I'm just tapping that in there, and you can kind of see when it grabs all the paint. Tap it off. Oops, drop it back in there. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. I have one of you, 2 of you, and okay, I guess we will do, let's do this one. Oops, that one has like the center's not stamped. Oops, and I just turned that kind of a grayish color. That's okay though. And maybe 2 more bigger ones. You. And nope. Okay. What do you? What do you? You'll work. Maybe. See if we can't pick some of that color up. That one's not as pretty. Let's see if we can just do a little dollop in there. And then re-smoosh it. Re-smoosh it. See what that does. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't realize I missed your tootsies too. Your little petals. Oh, there we go. So I'll have these cuties for the flowers, and when they dry, we can put them on there. So at this point, you know, if you're doing something similar and you just want to try it out, you probably wouldn't even just paint porn. Just drop some colors in there and smoosh your flowers, and then run this to the sink. Okay, I'm just going to moisten that up because I can. See what we're going to get. A nice muddy color. It's actually kind of pretty. Let's grab a sheet of watercolor, and guess what? I have one right here. Can we see that okay? You guys can see a lot more of my desk, I feel like, with this camera. So we're just going to scooch these little cuties back. Let them do their drying thing. And again, I'm not worried. This is glass. It's going to clean up so easy. All I'm going to do is squirt it down and then take my straight blade, one of these little guys, after it dries. And I'm just going to have a nice little angle and just scoop it up when it dries. It'll be fabulous. Okay, so we're going to pour out this lovely black color, because even if it is just black, we can die cut and stuff with it. And depending on the thickness of it, we could even chalk color, put chalks over it. So I'm just scooping out the bowl. Because heck, why not? We don't really want to waste it all, do we? Just 1 second, I'm going to wipe this out real quick. Since I have dirty eggs, I might as well use them. Cleaning the bowl, cleaning the bowl. Don't even need a sink. Look at that. I missed a spot, but that's okay. All right. How is everybody doing? Yeah, Kim, isn't that true? She said she could work at Michael's and not spend more than she made because our Michael's doesn't have much or have a whole lot in the card making anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like card making is fresh right now, and they're like, oh no, we're closing it down right now. It doesn't make sense to me. So we're just gonna spread this around. Just spread it around to share the black goodness on our watercolor paper. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'll say one thing. The gold has a lot of sparkle in it. It is actually a really pretty gold. Check that out. And I think that will make some really cool cards. Die cuts. Like I said, we could do all sorts of stuff with this. Like taking another piece. Oh, that one's tiny. There we go. Let's see what we can accomplish by doing a happy sandwich. Look at it ooze out. This is not for the clean crafter, I tell you what. Ooh-wee. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that gold in there is really pretty. I feel like there's a little bit extra on the sides there where it started pooling. That's okay. Oh, look at that. I'm excited to see how that's going to dry because that's really pretty. Need one more dry rack. There you go. And then we're going to smoosh that one right there. Look at that. I like that. Make our own black paper. Okay. Get some unique textures. That would be cool with the little haunted house on there. If it dries like that, those look like little trees. And now we're going to grab our not so watercolor paper. Scoot you guys out of there. Get that a little. Let's pick it up. Oh, look at that. Ooh, it looks like a little dude right there. Little creepy dude with his little pole. I like it. Do need a little bit more black in those areas. Making cleanup fun again. Just like we were kids and we didn't want to clean up, so we made a bigger mess. Oh, yeah. I like it. It's kind of spooky. I can go in there when this dries and add some really dark blue for a sky. Very ominous sky, and drop in like a little creepy house and a little creepy trees. Guess who's thinking Halloweeny? I'm loving it. And oddly enough, it is easier to clean acrylic paint when it's dry. But if you're not a patient person, you can definitely squirt it down with some water and just wipe her up. But see how it kind of moves in streaks? If you let it dry, it will scrape up a lot easier. Okay. But if you're going to hand wipe it while it's still wet, just know you're going to take a few swipes at it. Put that in the cleaner. Oh, look at that. 55 minutes to make a heaping mess. Your turn to see faces, Daisy. Okay, I didn't miss it. It doesn't. It does look like a creepy dude. Let's not pull out Rorschach, right? Upside down. I think. Oh, well, hello, Regina. Thanks for popping in. I'm sorry if I missed you and you've been here for a while. I get into my crafties and I forget to look at the comments. If I can ever figure out my system, because like right now, oh, I didn't even think about that. If this is working out good, I could potentially have somebody call me on my cell phone and read me the comments. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I'm pretty sure it's Pam that has offered to be commentary. But I don't know if we would be able to hear her. If that makes sense. I'd have to figure that out. Unloading trucks. You never call me on my cell phone. What? I honestly don't call anybody. Yeah, I don't call my family. I don't call anybody. Yes, my AC is going because it's hot up here. Oh, it's a song. You never call me on my cell phone. That's Drake's lyrics, Janine says. I don't recall hearing that one. Considering how much paint has flown around, workspace is pretty clean. Yeah, it is actually pretty clean. When those little flowers dry, and then I can hot glue them to the bottom of my house. That's if it looks good with the house. I mean, it may not look good with the house. But we can look at the house one more time, see if we get decent looking picture. I should probably pop some bubbles, see if there's any in there that need popping. Just kind of holding it. Okay, which way do I need to move? Because we're backwards. There we go. And I'm just using a lighter torch to make sure there's no bubbles that need popped. Moving kind of quickly because I don't want to burn my paint. Just letting some of those air bubbles out, just like in resin, get those bubbles out. Which, if I resin over the top of this, it's going to fill in these little crevices. Like right here, I can see the wood really good in some of these spots. I'm not sad about it. I think it's kind of creepy and weird. It's super thick right there, though. So hopefully that will move on a little bit, or it might crack. And that would be interesting if it actually dried and cracked, because then we could push like grit paste or something into it. I think that would be cool. But I'm loving it. I'll have to send you guys some pictures because it's showing kind of orange in my monitor, but this is really red. And then this is really dark. Where am I going? Oh, just stuck my finger in it. That's right. This is like really dark right there. And it's more red than it is orange. And it's showing up really orange in there. It's kind of weird. All right. And then we have our other little tidbits drying on our other tray. Yeah, look it. I'm hoping these lines are going to stay there. They're super creepy. And I have the cutest. Ooh, it's a stencil though. I may have to find or make a house die cut that we can set over the top of that. That would be super cool. With some creepy trees. Yeah, I like the ladies that work at my Joann's too. They seem nicer than the people at Michael's. Gloria had done some or started at Joann's teaching knitting, but knitting is not my favorite. She likes to crochet better. Use paint with stencil. That's a good idea, T. I'll have to let that dry. Maybe we'll come back next Tuesday and kind of put it all together, see what we can accomplish. See what we can do. I'll probably have it, I'll try and have it all resin so then we can just add the flowers to that and then make some cards with our creepy backgrounds. And that'll be next Tuesday. I'm not sure what we're going to work on tomorrow, though. I've learned more from all of you than I have learned in a lifetime from the people from stores around me. Aw, sometimes that happens. T has not played with resin yet. Yeah, that's another thing. I was watching Tammy Anderson do resin work, and I'm like, ooh, I want to do that. I have two big part A and part B jugs of resin that I need to get through and use up before it goes bad. But yeah. If anybody had any questions or a comment that I missed, you can feel free to repost it. Janine up a while ago said she was lucky she found a local store through COVID. We also don't have a Tuesday store here. Yeah, all of our Tuesday morning stores closed around here, and um, yeah, squirrel. Sorry, guys. Linda had an allergic reaction to resin. Yep, very. Uh, yeah, it's a lot of chemical in there. You need well ventilated. And if you're heating it up a lot or being around it when it's in its heating process, you need your little ventilators. It's a lot to take into consideration with that stuff. T says there didn't used to be YouTube videos. We learned from magazines and patterns. And grandmothers, you betcha. All right. Aw, T used to do stained glass, and she's allergic to the flux part. There's a lady, I think my sister is friends with her, and she does some beautiful stained glass stuff. Go ahead, Kim. Pop in your question that is off subject, because I mean, really, is paint pouring is not. I know it's not your guys' wheelhouse, but I just need to do something different today. Get my mind off of crazies. What is the topic for tomorrow's live? I have no clue. Like today, I literally pulled this out 5 minutes before go time. And they are talking about sewing, knitting, and crocheting, learning from the grandmas. That is one thing I never really enjoyed. Halloween, Halloween, this is Halloween. Once upon a time, we used to use reinkers on marker tips. That would make sense. I mean, you just pull it in, kind of like a paintbrush. Linda says she's answering uh, Daisy's question. She says, yes, but I don't have patience. It takes too long. Right? All of the, I like something that I can have and be done with. Crocheting, all that counting, and the cross stitching, oh, it's very time consuming. Which is funny, but I like making jewelry. Sometimes that can be time consuming. Daisy is right. Quilting is a beautiful art. Mm. Fabulous, fabulous. Yep, Linda, right there. Instant gratification, you know. And I know that these will probably take all day to dry, but they're done. I can wait on things to dry because I can be doing something else, which is strange. I wonder what. Is this the kind that opens? No, I do not quilt. I do not. I sew a little. Let's see something funny. I made a cozy for my cricket because that's easy. I had that done in a few. I just used some strips of stuff and yeah, go figure. Screen goes on my cricket, but I don't quilt, and it's not beautiful. My sewing sucks. I don't do straight lines. I do my lines. But yeah, I like to sew things quickly. But yeah, I don't think I've ever quilted anything. It's just, yeah. And when my sewing machine is on, it's zoom, full speed. Pam says she considers it a major accomplishment when she threads the sewing machine correctly. Right? Sometimes. Absolutely, Daisy. She says, muchas gracias for the friendship and new crafting. It's greatly appreciated. And I appreciate you guys for stopping in, even though it's not your cup of tea. It does make me feel good. I still have the UFO when I dropped it for papercraft. What is a UFO? Unidentified flying object. What? Oh, the Altenew alcohol marker dried out. Is there a way to rejuvenate it? I am so sorry, Kim, that I missed that. Altenew, see, I don't know. Do you, have any of you guys encountered that? Because that's a good question. Because I have a couple of Spectrum Noir markers that are like new and they don't work. Unfinished objects. Gotcha. That is hilarious. I love that. I wondered if. Let me just grab these real quick because I can't remember which one life is going out. Come here. Da, 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 da. Let's grab a scrap piece of paper. Scrap box. I keep moving you. Okay. This will do. One of these is drying out. Oh, look, it's that one. So, what can we do? It's both sides. That one's not any better. So, if we... What if we pull the nib? Because it's alcohol, right? And if I put in my highest quality alcohol, what's that going to do? Just add a few drops down in there. It ran right down to the other side. Run on through to the other side. But look it. Ooh, is that... Wow. I don't know if you guys can tell, but look it. Now I'm just going to add a couple of drops right to my stick here. Okay, that was more than just a couple of drops. I'm going to just shove that back in there. Woo! I don't know if you can pull out your nib, but if you can find yourself some high-grade alcohol, I don't know how long that would last, though. You might have to redo it a few times. But that's better than what it was. Because remember, it wasn't doing anything. So, possibly. Where did the cap go? So, maybe if we put it in there and then just let it be happy. Do I have another one we can try that on? Is this a thing? Can we do this? That one's not too bad. Oh, that's the one we did. That one seems a little iffy. Let's pull out that end. Okay. And then again, I'm just going to drop a couple of drops in there. And remember, it's going to come out the other end. Okay, and since I don't use this end very much, just put that back in there. Like so. I like it. I like it. So that's a possibility. If you can get your nubs out, just grab a pair of tweezers, pick an end you don't use very often, and just give a good pull, add a couple of drops. And what I would do is add the couple of drops. Okay, you have to hold it like this. So add your couple of drops, give it a second, and then turn it and let it just sit there and get merry and happy. Maybe leave both caps off and just let it sit there and do its thing, and then see how it works in the end. That's the one we just rehydrated. Look at that. That's way better than from the original. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Hopefully I didn't throw the lid to this away. Knowing my luck, I probably did. Okay. Any other questions that I missed? Yeah, I mean, if they're already dry, it's, and literally this doesn't come out. It comes out in drops, okay? So just a couple of drops of alcohol. If you don't have a little pourer, maybe a little eyedropper, just drop in a couple of droppers. Daniel is off now. Donna, hello. Absolutely. Sorry again that I missed the question when it first showed up. There's D. Hello. Yeah, I'm kind of done. We were just kind of going over somebody, they wanted to know about Alcohol Inc.'s revival, and we just dropped a couple of droppers in there. And then we did some paint pouring just to try something new. And our flowers are looking good. And this, some of these flowers had like glitter in them, so the glitter is kind of showing through right there. It's kind of cool. but just make sure they're not sticking too bad. And then we're going to add those to our other piece next week. We'll see how that turns out. I watched a live a few weeks ago, and one lady mentioned she needed prayer for someone, and the host stopped what she was doing and prayed for that person. That's really sweet. I'm not much of a religious person, so I won't be doing that, but I do send out thoughts, and when people ask for prayers, I do, send out my good vibes in hopes that everything turns out well. Donna says, paint pouring scares me. Yeah, it is messy, but it's fun, you guys. It's fun. And they make small kits if you're interested. I mean, by all means, don't try it on my account. It is messy. But if you want to try, they do make small kits, and you can even just buy 1 or 2 colors. Yeah, just know you need more paint than what you think. Because if I'd have started out with a way more paint, I think we'd have had it way better. Uh-oh. I'm looking over. I paint splattered the Gemini Jr. He got a little paint bath. Thank goodness that just picks right off. Poor little dude. Aw, I'm so dirty now. No. Just don't watch any videos, Linda. Don't watch them. Live vicariously through me. But I definitely will put Tammy Anderson down there. She's the one that got me hooked on it. And if you're interested, you can kind of check her out. And then there's a lot of people that do paint pouring and a lot of different methods. It's really amazing all that they can accomplish out there. It is an acrylic paint, okay? And all they've done is they've added water and color into a consistency that will flow. And if you watch Tammy Anderson, you can take tube paint, that thick stuff, add just the right amount of water or a paint base medium and get it to the runny consistency that you need. So you can do your own, save a little bit of money. So if you already have like paint, you could probably even do it with Tim's paints because his are pretty runny. I mean, they wouldn't be as thick as what we did here. Where did I put his paint? There's his paint. I only have a couple of colors of his. But, yeah, his paint is pretty runny. So if you have these laying around, a little bit of brown. Little bit of gold or silver. Oops. Apparently I didn't close that one very well. I'm going to put a little ring around there. Yeah, you could totally use the Tim Holtz Distress Paint as paint pouring. So you don't even have to go out and buy anything. Ooh, you guys. Kind of liking that. Just craziness. Something different. Let that dry. Cover your work area. Hit it with... Oh, no. Can we use... We're going to turn this on. Hang on. it's not really moving, and I don't want to overheat it. But you can get a nice marbly effect. Can we? That looks a little bit better. So yeah, a bellows tool. Yeah, something that isn't so concentrated as this, but isn't as wild as this, and even Tim's little dryer, the little black one, might even be better. I don't know. Is that the same one you're talking about, the bellows tool? I might have to Google that. But I do like that. Ooh, oh, what else? You guys, I'm such a dork. That blends it a little bit more. But again, it's very interesting. That, the bellows tool. Okay, so that's what that is, you guys. I didn't realize it had a name. Or a straw. You could. It's very marbly rock kind of interesting. It might even move better if the paper was wet. Oh, let's find out. Water. Add some water. We're going to do that again because I really like that. Maybe if we do, oh man, what just happened? Oh, you guys. Did I just find something else we could do? Holy Toledo. Look at that. Yeah, a little bit more water in there. There we go. Woo! So yeah, you could do some fun effects with that. And that's just stuff you might already have because this is, you know, part of its like paper crafting line. For me, that's the duster for my camera lens. Yep, just sure is. Nice bigger version. Kim says, nope, my marker is toast. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Shay. Hello. Yeah, that is a bummer. My poor live is so... It's like going to be a long live of just weirdness today. Ugh. Okay, I really dig that. So for this one, I got the paper wet and saturated it, and then I added some distressed paint in droplets, and then kind of blew it around and added more water where I needed to, like right here, and then just blew it back into the white. This is really cool. And just like anything else, if you get the little puddling, okay, you can take that off just like so. Okay. And if you're wanting your project to sit flat, you can tape it down. I don't. I let it do its thing. I think it's interesting because I can always trim the edges. And then if you missed it in the back and put on it after it's dry, you can flatten it back out. I'm just going to let that sit over there and dry. And then I'm going to grab... I have a little black panel and white finger smudges. Yay! Just going to pick up some of that brown paint. Oh, look at that. Because it wasn't just brown down there. That was silver. Oh, I like that. Clean up. And this is just what Hobby Lobby calls heavy stock. It's not very heavy, guys. Hi, Lisa. Night, Kim. Have a good evening. Bye, Linda. Go smush all that and see if we can grab some of the black. Oh, that. Yeah, that's pretty well dry, which is good. Let me show you how to clean that. It does look like a little lightning storm, doesn't it? That would be fun for a little ghost. Or a rose. If you're not going creepy, you could definitely put a rose on that and have it more of a sympathy style card. You know, a deep, rich red rose would go with that really nicely. So if you're doing your projects, scooch out of my way. I need more drying room. Okay. Everything's kind of dried and, you know, you're like, I don't want to clean. Don't panic. Come here, you. We're going to scoot you over there. It actually cleans up pretty easy. You're going to get your little safety razor. Okay. And we're going to put it at an angle on our board, but not straight up and down, not straight or super flat. We're just going to give it a nice little angle so that when we're holding it, our finger doesn't touch the glass. Okay. So I'm going to put my finger on the back side like that. See that? So now my finger's not touching the glass back there. And I need to get a new one because this one has a bend in it, but it'll still work. And now we're just going to mist our dry gooeys. Okay, they sat overnight. They sat all weekend. And this is all you're going to do. You're just going to scoop it. Going to scoop it up. Okay. Get everybody nice and happy. Grab a paper towel, grab a rag, whatever you want to grab. And wipe. And I don't know if you noticed, but it didn't smear like it was when it was really wet. And that's how I clean my table all the time. Because I don't always clean up right after I'm done. This, like this, oops. Individuals. I'll leave that set for a day or two, whatever I need, and then get back to it when I'm ready. That's all I do. Spray and scrape, guys. Spray and scrape. Ooh, moon stencil background. Ooh, I like that idea. I like that. Skelly. Yeah, skeleton. See you guys? You guys are on my wavelength right now. Oh, did Daisy leave? I missed. I'm sorry. Bye. Leave my crazy live. All right. Well, I do thank you all for popping in. And if I ever miss your question, because, squirrel, those are always fun. Go ahead and drop me a note in the comments after the live, or you can email me directly or PM me through Facebook, Messenger, all those fun places. And we will see you guys tomorrow. If you guys have something you want to see, you can post it to either my Facebook page, the Facebook group, or PM, email, all that good stuff. And we can try and set something up for you. And again, we will see you tomorrow. And Linda, I think, are you still going to try and shoot for your 9 o'clock live? I saw on Facebook that you had a pretty busy Wednesday coming up. Because Linda also does lives. She's on my calendar in the Facebook group. Okay, you guys can save that calendar, and any updates will be automatic. Night all. Just kind of waiting to see if Linda's gonna 45 degree angle. That's a good angle. Yep. Yes, I need my son gets married tomorrow, and yeah. Okay, sounds good. So I will be seeing you on my live and then Linda's tomorrow. I hope his wedding goes smoothly and beautifully, and you have lots of fun watching, even though it's virtual for you. And again, we're sending good vibes out to you and your mom. Night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye-bye. Scary stuff.